Sego everybody, here these months are rolling past pretty fast, so here we are for our update as of Friday, August 10th, 2018. On Public Works, it is a very exciting time for Six Nations, and the people can expect to see a lot of activity. We're already seeing a lot of activity, and you can expect to see a lot more, and changes around the community, as we are very proud to announce that the 57th term of the Six Nations elected council has secured over $19.5 million in capital project, O&M, and vehicle purchase funding since the election in November of 2016. So that's in 2 years. This funding will be used to lay the foundation for future generations so that they may enjoy a better quality of life. We are taking crucial steps towards addressing our housing, water, wastewater, education, solid waste disposal, bridge, roads, drainage, fire protection, and economic development needs in 2018 and beyond. We have also secured $10.35 million of funding from Indigenous Services Canada to extend the water main to the I.L. Thomas and Oliver M. Smith elementary schools. This project was awarded to ACON Six Nations Joint Venture, also known as A6N, who is currently working on tying in the two schools and will be starting water main installations on 5th line from Cayuga Road to Chiefswood Road and on 3rd line from Seneca Road to Chiefswood Road. The S-bends in these routes may be closed while construction is taking place. We're also very excited to announce that the Six Nations Community Development Trust and the Six Nations Economic Development Trust and Corporation have provided a combined total of $2.3 million in funding to extend the water main further on the 4th line from Cayuga Road to the Oneida Business Park. A6N will be completing this work, and that project will be completed by November 2018. The Six Nations Elected Council has also secured $10.35 million of funding from Indigenous Services Canada, as everyone knows, to extend the water main to the I.L. Thomas and Oliver M. Smith elementary schools. This project was awarded to ACON-Six Nations Joint Venture, which is also known as A6N, who is currently working on tying in the two schools, and they will also be starting water main installation on 5th line from Cayuga Road to Chiefswood Road and on 3rd line from Seneca Road to Chiefswood Road. The S-bends in these routes may be closed while construction is taking place. We are also very excited to announce that the Six Nations Community Development Trust and the Six Nations Economic Development Corporation and Trust have provided a combined total of $2.3 million in funding to extend the water line further on 4th line from Cayuga Road to the Oneida Business Park. A6N will be completing the work, and this entire project will be completed by November 2018. During this time, the community can expect rolling lane closures and temporary laneway interruptions throughout the project area. The extension routes are posted on our website at www.sixnations.ca. We also ask that you please follow Six Nations Elected Council on Facebook and Twitter for updates. The Six Nations Public Work Office and A6N are also going to work collaboratively for residential hookups. If you want to hook up, the process to follow is 1. You pay your deposit at the Six Nations Public Work Office and complete a water sewer hookup application. The deposit is $50 for a property owner or $150 for a renter. The deposit covers the water main connection inspection and the meter. The customer information is provided to A6N, who will coordinate access to the property and home with the homeowner and will supply a quote for connection. Quotes will vary depending on the distance of the home from the road and whether a road crossing is needed. The customer then pays this quote in full to the Six Nations Public Works Office, and A6N will coordinate and complete the work. Please be advised that community members will have to pay for their connections to the water main after it is installed, and they will have to wait until the water main is commissioned and active until connection is complete, which may not be until November. Now, the construction of the access road to the planned 95 housing development and the proposed Six Nations Public Library and Archival Repository Building, which will be located across from the Village Cafe, that access road is nearly complete. The base course of asphalt has been laid, and the final asphalt layer will be placed in the fall. Nyawa to the community members who were without water service on Saturday, August 4th. Thank you for your patience and understanding while we tied in this new housing development. The construction of the housing units is scheduled to be completed by November 2018. We are also happy to announce that the Six Nations Elected Council has secured $658,495 from Indigenous Services Canada to complete various projects throughout the 5 federally owned schools. We have added a washroom in the Jameson School for the junior kindergarten class. We have installed swipe cards at all schools. We have added window coverings at all schools to assist with lockdown procedures. And we have replaced the gym floor at Emily C. General School. We are currently working on getting ramps installed at J.C. Hill School, installing gym pads at all the schools, replacing the cooling tower at J.C. Hill, and upgrading a washroom at the Emily C. General School. We will have to upgrade the intercom and phone systems at all schools during the school year. The landfill site is also still on summer hours, which means that it will be open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., with the gates closing at 5:15 p.m. Please remember to recycle and protect Mother Earth. The Council has also secured $3 million from Indigenous Services Canada to close the existing landfill site and build a transfer station. We are striving to have this project completed by March 31st, 2019. We are working with First Nations Engineering and Dillon Consulting Limited, and we will be having community consultation meetings as the project develops so that the community can guide us through this process. Dillon Consulting is also looking to utilize a local person through GREAT to work with them on the project as part of their added benefit to Six Nations. So if you are interested, please make your application at GREAT. We have also secured funds from Health Canada to complete a mosquito larvae abatement program to support the control of West Nile virus. We have hired Pastalto Environmental Health Services Incorporated to complete this work and treat our catch basins, lagoons, and standing water sites in the village area. This work is ongoing and will go into the fall. Our application to Transport Canada to extend hydro servicing to the Pauline Johnson Railway crossing in an effort to install warning lights with a bell for the safety of the community and its visitors has been approved up to $178,860. The railway has partially installed the safety hardware. However, we need to wait for hydro lines to be extended prior to bringing this upgrade into operation. Therefore, please continue to exercise caution at this railway crossing. We also want to say Nyawa to the Six Nations Community Development Trust for approving our application for $160,000 to complete overcoating of the water tower in 2018. We did, however, recently receive a surprising report from a paint coating consultant that stated that because our water tower has been overcoated so many times, that another overcoating will be ineffective. Therefore, we will monitor the water tower paint annually and have to enclose, sandblast down to the metal, and repaint the water tower at some point in the next 5 years. We're also working on a project involving retrofitting community buildings to LED lights, as well as a project to install solar panels to community buildings. We're working on an accessibility project to have a contractor place sidewalk sections on the south end of the administration building, as well as to install a ramp to access the south door. And that'll be done within the coming month. We're also designing a replacement ball diamond concession stand, and working on a project to renovate the kitchen at the J. Silver Hills building. We are getting the Gaylord Paulus Arena structurally assessed for maintenance purposes, and we are working on a project to complete security upgrades at the Ontario Works Office. Lastly, if you are on a shared driveway, or if you need a blue flag number, or if your blue flag number has been damaged, lost, or stolen, please contact Laura Beaver at the Technical Services Offices at 519-445-4242, extension 5624.